I'ma slide on the D. Deep throat, D. Take off, D. Yeah, that's fine by me. She want to ride the D. Reverse cowgirl, she hear a helicopter. Spin on the D. Now she want it in her asshole. Take these babies in your ass. Well, people. Well. We are here with a new podcast, debut episode, all that good shit. A new podcast here on the Premium Smoke Room. And I'm going to shove and let this lady introduce her podcast and who she is. Because y'all done seen her before, but it's only official if she does the introduction. Go ahead, holler at the Premium Smokers, girl.
Hey guys, Kween Bunny B here, and I will be hosting Deep in Them Guts, where we're going to be getting deep into all the tea of the porn industry. Spilling the tea with titties out.
Oh yeah, see, y'all thought I wasn't going to expand the Premium Smoke Room. No, thanks to you people subscribing, it enabled me to expand. You know, so yeah, we got more titties and some sexy ass up here. So what's going on, girl? How you doing today?
I am fabulous. It is another day for opportunity for growth and building knowledge. Thankful for the blessings.
Oh my God. And now tell everybody a little bit about you. So the Premium Smokers that haven't seen any of the previous episodes, which is amazing if you haven't, or even seen her interview on the Smokers Lounge, give them a little bit of background, your sexy ginger ass.
I am 47 years old. I have been lifestyle for 27 years. So I am not new to the lifestyle. However, the porn industry is still relatively new. I'm 2 years into creating content, mainstream porn, year and a half. So I have been around, been to enough expos and enough behind the scenes to know, man, there's some tea to be spilled, and I'm definitely going to have it here for you. Let's see.
I said, I was saying, oh yeah, I was agreeing because people, it's a lot that we done talked about behind the scenes. So yeah, it's
it gets interesting over here.
Yes, it is. Yeah. No, because I was saying this, I was telling you this, and I told my Premium Smoke, I said, you'd be surprised how much shit come across my desk as a podcaster. And I don't ask for this shit. I don't even want to hear it half the damn time. But it does. I'd be like, man, it proves my point how crazy this industry is behind the scenes, y'all. It really does.
It is. It really is. And it's been very interesting moving through the crowds and meeting people and seeing, the large community of the porn industry is neurodivergent to some extent. Mm-hmm. So, that leads to a lot of other personality conflict type things, or, one person takes something personally, whereas the other person didn't necessarily mean it that way. And I truly believe a lot of that has to do with the neurodivergence of the people in the industry, because when, you take somebody who's slightly OCD and put them in a room with somebody who's high functioning autistic, there's going to be some miscommunication. It's definitely very entertaining. There's a lot going on behind the scenes.
Yeah, because like I said, this is our debut episode, so people, yeah, this is gonna be an interesting one. So for you, it's like, what's some of the things that you have learned from the 2 years of you being in the business? And
I've learned to stay in my lane, stay quiet, sit the fuck down, and mind my own business until it's time for that camera to turn on and show out. I've learned not to let other people's problems become my problems. And I've definitely learned to set some boundaries in place, because a lot of people just don't understand what boundaries are. So
I think what it is like I said before. I mean, I think this is in any industry because even probably in the hip hop industry, I even see beef in the podcast industry, especially amongst you New York folk. And I think part of it is competition because the ladies do compete because the business is about the ladies. And to also, a lot of people don't know how to conduct business in a sex-driven business.
But that's because a lot of people don't understand how to conduct business, period.
Mm-hmm.
So when you add the sex industry into that, it complicates matters in a subject that they didn't understand to begin with.
Oh my God. It's now because I never forget it been guys that I brought in the industry. And it's kind of like if I helped you get a foothold in the industry, there should be no reason why me you should be at odds or at beef. But like, even my experience, dudes beef over pussy in this business. Quick. You know what I'm saying? Women, I think y'all, I don't know what y'all necessarily beef over. Because it's kind of like, I just say women sometimes be the worst winners because y'all make the most money in the business. There's nothing to beef over. It's shit.
Honestly, a lot of women in this industry are very petty, very catty, judgmental towards other women in the industry when we're all doing the same shit. So I don't understand what there is to judge. Yeah, there's a lot going on the female side, and there's a lot going on the male side. Yeah.
Well, give some examples on the female side. Let's go there. You ain't got to give names you don't want to. You know this people smoke road, but you know.
I mean, we're here to spill the tea, aren't we?
Like I said, I'm just here as the moderator. So understand, I have no personal gripe with anybody. Just keep that in mind. No, not you. I'm talking about the premium smokers. I have no personal gripe with anybody that y'all know of.
Well, I have plenty. I have plenty already. But again, a lot of people come into this industry and they want to apply, rules from the outside. And it doesn't always apply. But honestly, treating people with respect is the one thing that I really see lacking in this industry more than anything else. On both sides. Well, on all sides, really. There's a real lack of respect when it comes to.
But why do you think is that?
A lot of the people in this industry seem to be single-minded and focused on them and their own goals, and they don't seem to have a problem fucking over the next guy.
But see, here's the thing, though, and someone told me this a long time ago. We're not in the business to make friends. If friends is just the bonus, we have to make money. So,
and that's like, understandable.
Yeah, not saying
but
that.
But at the same time, go ahead.
No, but I'm not saying that you should cut somebody's throat. But if any businessman gonna end up stepping on some toes at some point, whether you mean to or not.
Right, and that's understandable, but there's a way to do so respectfully. Without throwing other people under the bus, without using and abusing and discarding, without just being an overall general asshole, honestly. It's just really not required. There's still a level of respect that can definitely be inserted in any of your business dealings.
So damn true. So yeah, let's talk about the sex aspect. For you, what were you like before porn sexually?
So I've been lifestyle for 27 years.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still exploring. I'm still open to a lot of things I haven't tried yet. Haven't had an experience and an opportunity to explore yet. However, I've always been very open.
Mm-hmm.
I'm poly, so I don't believe that any one person can fulfill somebody else's needs completely. Therefore, if I vibe with somebody, then wherever that vibe takes us, we go. And I mean, I can be anywhere from soft and sensual to come slut fuck doll. I mean,
I like it either way. I like it either way. Me, it's just personal. It don't matter as long as I get it. But the thing about it is, for you before swinging, how was you like? Because I know swinging opened up a lot of opened you up sexually. But before that, what was you sexually like?
I've been experimenting since 13. I've always been very open. Yeah, I lost my virginity at 13. I grew up on the streets at 18. My first husband and I were soft swap or same room swap. So, I mean, I really don't remember
your life.
before. Yeah, I've always been afraid.
Oh my God. So
that's why I tell people ever since I was in my early 20s, my motto has been, if you're not fucking like a porn star, you're doing it wrong. So I guess it was just a natural evolution to come this way.
So wait a second. So your first time y'all said y'all was soft swap. How the hell that came about? Because it how soon in the marriage was that?
Probably even before we actually got married. But
so y'all was already swapping. Y'all already was a couple swapping before the ring came on the finger. He was like, that dude was my wife. Would I let her fuck my homie?
Yeah, it probably really came about. Honestly, we had a friends of ours that were a couple, and he was really into the wife. So yeah, he's the one who suggested that we all play. And
now, because you was already open sexually walking into that anyway, it wasn't that shocking to hear him say that.
No, not at all, not at all. But I'm the type of bitch that I can be walking down the street on my man's arm and be like, damn, look at her ass. So I don't get
why I got
jealous.
A crush.
Huh?
And y'all wonder why I have a crush, smokers. That's my kind of woman.
Get jealous because what's meant for me will be for me. And your energy is going to go where your energy is going to go. So I pick up on that, and if I'm not for you, then I'm okay with moving on. I'm good at adapting. I'm good at, starting over. I'm about to do it again. So
yeah, because it's like even with me on the dating side, it's my pool is very, very small because not a lot of women into what I'm into. And I don't want to bring a woman in my life unless she's into what I'm into. Because yes, I'm into the poly, the swinging. I want to watch my woman get fucked by another man. Yes, I want to see that. And I join in at some point, or I just sit there and smoke my blunt and rub my dick and she's getting pounded. And I'm encouraging it.
And I've met quite a few men also who have this primal reclaim the pussy mentality. So they very much enjoy seeing or knowing that their woman is with somebody else so that they can come home and claim it again as theirs. So that's another aspect to that as well. There's a lot of different personality, I guess, reasons that go into that type of lifestyle. And, it's crazy because none of us think the same, but we all do a lot of the same shit. So
Yeah.
it's very interesting, and I can't wait to cover all of that, as guests come on and dive
You
deep.
see, even in my young life, even when I was cheating, I didn't feel, this is gonna sound crazy, I didn't feel like I was doing anything wrong. Because it like I wasn't gonna leave the woman if I did. You feel what I'm saying? And I think because back in the day, because I'm older, there was no conversation of swinging. We didn't know the swinging lifestyle. We didn't even know BDSM. You know what I'm saying? Like the closest thing I ever saw to BDSM was the Corsican Brothers with Cheech and Chong. And later on in life, I figured out the director was into BDSM because ain't no way in hell you gonna do all that shit and have them do all that shit and they ain't got no BDSM thought behind it.
And a lot of people don't seem to understand really that there are so many different points on the scale of BDSM that even, couples that'll engage in light spanking or choking, they're engaging in BDSM without even knowing it.
Yeah.
To touch real quick on what you said about when you got into it,
Mm-hmm.
The swinger community, the lifestyle community really didn't start presenting itself until probably the late 90s, early 2000s. By the 2010, 2015, it started becoming the cool thing to do.
But you know why
Yeah,
that
a lot
is.
of that was.
Let's keep it 100. Because the last most taboo barrier got broke when white women said, I want black dick now. Interracial became normalized.
Tired of hearing the chick next door screaming like her life depended on getting that motherfucker. I need to know what that's like too.
No, because people don't realize it wasn't gangbangs. That was the last frontier. No. It was interracial. Because prior to I say 2012, maybe 2013, white women weren't saying they wanted black dick. It was like a rarity if you ever saw it. Now it's like, even to the point where Sarah J, think about it, her career was made off of fucking black dick. So now it's a bad of it. Now we have queens of spades. What, in your opinion, why did white women, decide to finally say we want some black dick and we're not ashamed of it?
I really can't speak for all women. I really don't know their understanding. For me, I've dated the rainbow. I fucking married the rainbow. But what I have found for me, it's not even necessarily about the black dick itself. I just prefer the way black men treat me. It's a cultural
Yeah,
thing.
I hear
It's
a
not
lot
a
of women
race
say
thing.
that.
It's a cultural thing. So personally, I only date black men at this point. I would only consider getting into a relationship with a black man at this point because I know I deserve to be treated like the queen I fucking am.
Mm-hmm.
But that's because my king is also going to get that energy in return.
So now we got to get deep because hey, this is the freedom of smoke room. Because we always hear the black women when they complain about it, right? That it's because white women will do things that black women won't do. Y'all more submissive to the black man, all that. Does any of that even true of why one? Because like you said, you look at how black men treat women. You know what I'm saying? Because I heard this too many times that white women like, no, I like the way they treat us. They like my thickness. They like my booty. They like my body. You know what I'm saying? For BBW on down. You know what I'm saying? So, what is it about how a black man treats you versus a white man?
It's black mothers raise their sons to open doors, to put their woman first. Put the woman walks on the inside on the sidewalk. It's the very simple things that black men step up and they're the protector. They're the security.
Yeah.
Whereas, and like I said, I've dated many different races. I just don't see that in any of the other cultures. I don't see, the consideration for your partner. I don't see where they're stepping up and taking the lead. It's like my last long-term relationship.
Yeah.
One of our last arguments was because I wouldn't let him be the man of the house. Why the fuck I gotta let you be the man of the house? If you're the man of the house, step up and be the fucking man of the house. Don't
okay, I'm gonna
wait
ask you this
for your huh?
For you, for you, what did that constitute? Do he have to make more money than you to constitute that? Or is it the way he handles responsibility? What constitute you to say he's the head of the house?
That he's handling the issues that I don't necessarily have to. If the trash needs to be taken out, he takes the trash out. If, a decision needs to be made, we'll have a conversation and they make the final decision. And I don't have to question whether or not, they're making the best decision for the household or making the best decision for themselves in general.
So for you, it ain't got shit to do with how much money he got.
I'm not worried about finances. I'm not. There's going to be times where I'm making 100% and they're not. There's going to be times where they're making 100% and I'm not. There's going to be times where it's 50-50, it's 70-30. That doesn't matter. I don't think that finances should really come into play as long as both are doing their best to provide for the household.
The red pill is going to love her.
I don't need a man to support me. I've been doing, my own.
No, actually, I tell you they're going to hate her. They're going to be like, oh, God, this white girl, she sounded like the black ones.
I'm just me, and I'm taking all the lessons that I've learned in life and incorporating them into becoming a better version of me. So what that bitch over there thinks, I really don't care because it doesn't have anything to do with how I live my life.
Yeah, because to me, it's like when I hear the man lost respect, I'm like, okay, what did he do to lose respect from his woman? Because we know the narratives that have been going on that they try to say money constitute head of the household, right? I have known men who woman made twice as much as them, and he runs the household. Explain that. Because it's like you said, it's women and men. They say everything but the main thing they're trying to say. They want peace of fucking mind with their mate.
Exactly, and actually, that's funny. That's exactly what I was just putting through my, or just thought that went through. Oh my God, I can't speak. Mm-hmm. That's a thought that just went through my head. Is that they're supposed to be the protector, the provider, the security, and the woman is supposed to be a safe space, a peace of mind. It's not. We're supposed to support each other, but in different ways.
Yeah.
And I really think a lot of society has forgotten what their role should be in a relationship. And don't get me wrong, not every relationship is the same, and there are a lot of alpha women that have relationships with beta men, and they're fine with that. But the way life,
but I'm asking you this: is it fair to think every man should be an alpha?
Oh, absolutely not. Not every man is.
But see, that's the argument they be trying to have, that every man should be an alpha in a relationship. No. Actually, no, because not every moment is an alpha moment. Let's keep it 100.
Right. Completely. And there's going to be times in your relationships where those roles may swap. And that's okay, as long as the communication is open and y'all are both okay with the situation.
I give an example, right? I'm terrible with, let's say, computers or fixing certain things. Guess who ain't? My roommate when I was dating her. That's the one that was doing all the fixing. You know what I'm saying? It might be something that your woman got the ability to do that your dumb ass can't. And you really need her to take the lead on that. Oh, God, yes. 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 Hold on. Stop. But yeah. Them pretty ass titties. Yes, Lord. Yes, this is why y'all gonna love this podcast. Is it episode 1? Now,
I mean,
no,
if we
because
volunteer with titties out, gotta get titties out, right?
I'm saying, right? No, because it's like, to me, even in a relationship, like part of the reason why I became a dom, I'm always catering. I'm the caterer. You know what I'm saying? Um, but it'd be nice to have someone to cater back to you. You know, hands down. So it's kind of like, why is this generation so hyper focused on the money and how money judges who runs the household, who's this? Because I ain't even gonna front, when you think about historical meaning, how many sitcoms the woman made more money than the man? And y'all didn't notice that. Claire Huxtable was a whole lawyer. You think Cliff made more money than her as a baby doctor? Corporate lawyer at that. They make more money than a criminal lawyer. Go look it up. But why do you think this generation is so hyper focused on it?
I think this generation is hyper focused on finances to begin with. A lot of society forgot to teach their children that money isn't everything. And not only that, but it's gotten to a point where it's so expensive to live anymore that it is a priority. You know, people are so worried about where's their next dollar coming from. They forgot about the, the human condition. There, in my opinion, money is not that important. However, I know a lot of people today in society don't agree with that. And with money being their main focus, it really takes over all aspects of their life. So it's,
actually.
if you're so focused on this over here, all of this gets forgotten.
Yeah, because it's at the end of the day, it's like one of my favorite. Okay, I'll shut up. Tell me to shut up for a moment. Okay. Now, let me get my thoughts back together. It's I love my job, and I love my co-hosts. Oh my goodness, that's why I can't wait to get in the first way. All my co-hosts. Anyway, to me, this is how I look at it. Right. Our parents thought of it as survival. And two, one of my favorite podcasts was saying, how do a man show up for a woman when she's a breadwinner? My question was, and I have examples of this, what happened if the roles switch? Do you still show up with him the same way?
Absolutely, because your role within the relationship shouldn't change, but just because finances do.
Yeah, period. Because it's the point. I think about the lady with Barney. Her husband was a CEO of a whole corporation before she started Barney. He ended up quitting because she started Barney. Now, granted, ended up getting divorced, but that's a conversation for another day. You know what I'm saying? I think about the show that was on what was the name of it? Black as Fuck. His wife, when he was becoming a writer in Hollywood, was the breadwinner. She was the lawyer. He had the hit with Blackish. The rest was history. She ended up, quitting being a lawyer, eventually going back because she felt she was wanting to go back. She got the kids getting grown. What's the point? You know what I'm saying? But my thing of it is that people don't take into account things do change in a relationship.
But that's the nature of the beast. If you want to spend 10, 15, 20 years with somebody, things are going to change. Your living situation is going to change. Your family dynamics are going to change. Who's making the most money is going to change, because at some point somebody's going to have to stay home with kids. You know what I mean? So there are a lot of aspects in an evolving relationship that a lot of people just don't understand. But it's ultimately both partners' responsibility to cater to, support, serve, protect, love their partner, regardless of what your financial dynamic looks like or who's staying home with the kids. I think that whoever's staying home with the kids should be the one also taking care of the household. If both partners are working, then at that point, both partners play their role and help take care of the household. It should never fall completely on one or the other. There should always be a sense of serving and catering to your partner, regardless of whether you're the dominant or the more submissive in the relationship.
This is all I know. I grew up with a family, well, dominated by women. Because there's a lot more women in my family than men. And for what they taught me, I don't know what this generation is talking about, but let me make this clear. If a woman don't want a broke ass motherfucking dude, what the fuck make you think I want a broke ass woman? 0 and 0 equals 0. I never known the math to mean anything different.
Yeah, so there was I don't know if it was a podcast or what exactly it was. I think his name was Kevin. I could be wrong. I haven't seen it in a while. I know that he got a lot of guff. He's passed. So you may know who I'm talking about. He's passed away, but a lot of women berated him because they felt that, he was talking down to them or making them look bad. He had done the same shit to men several years before he started taking women. But the biggest thing is look for somebody in your fucking class, because, you can't be a broke bitch with 4 kids, 4 baby daddies living on food stamps thinking that you're going to snag some yacht riding multi-millionaire. It doesn't work. You have to be in the same class. You really do. And that's not even always monetary. A lot of that has to come with how you conduct yourself.
No, just bottom line. If I like you enough, I don't give a fuck the baggage that comes with you. See, people don't want to be honest about that part. What? You know how many times I had to date a woman that made more money than me, and I had nailed a nigga of a job, and I got access to her car. I'm just saying, if I like you, it doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? Now, granted, it's a rarity that, like you said, if we in different rooms, we meet. You know what I'm saying? I tell people you attract what's in your room. If you're in a room full of celebrities, can't be surprised if all you dated celebrities. If you in the room full of drug dealers, well, you facilitating some deals for your man. I'm just saying. So, you know what I'm saying? So to me, I think what it is that people try to live too much vicariously through the next person to even really take it down.
I think everybody is so worried about what the next person has got. They're trying to get that for themselves. And I'm sorry, but not everybody deserves. You know what I mean? Not everybody is deserving of that relationship. If you can't put into that relationship, you don't deserve that relationship.
Even more so than that, your life may not be ready for that relationship.
True.
Because it's like when we think about when celebs cheat or what have you. I even heard my man Clifton Powell, shouts out to him, talk about the biggest mistake he made was getting married young when his career was popping off. When you're chasing the money, a lot of times men are married to the money. And in some cases, women too.
Absolutely. It's not gender specific at all.
Yeah, let's keep 100 because each point when people were tripping about Aisha Curry when she was saying, nah, at first I wasn't thinking about having kids, man. No, some motherfuckers try to get that bag. They not worried about the family, this, that, and third. It's just she couldn't help that he plugged her up.
I mean, life is going to happen the way it's going to happen, and what's meant for you will be for you. You're going to follow the journey that you were meant to follow in order to become who you're supposed to become. You can't, people try to deter from that, and honestly, I think that's what fucks them up a lot of the time. Instead of staying focused on what's in front of you and what you need to do and where you need to go, they're so worried about what's on the other side of that fence over there. That they backtrack and you see a lot of them be like, well, if I hadn't done this, my life would be different. If I hadn't done that, my life would be different. Well, if you hadn't been so fucking worried about chasing those pennies on the other side of that fence or chasing that piece of ass on the other side of that fence, well, you wouldn't be in the situation that you're in.
Y'all know my story. I was a whore in my younger days. Yes. If I look back, no, I wouldn't change the damn thing. No, only I would change it that I would have had one baby mama. That's all I would change.
I only got one baby daddy, 2 kids.
One baby mama because two is not cool. That's why. Like when I saw this one dude with 31 baby mamas, and yes, he's a rapper.
Why the fuck you got 31 kids is my question. Do you not understand what causes this?
I wish I could find this shit on YouTube, on Twitter or YouTube. But the dude has, hold on, let me see if I can find that shit. Hold on. Rapper with 31 kids. Let me see. His name Jay Fizzle. Hold on.
I mean, if you want that many kids and you're able to support that many kids.
I would tell you what's crazy, right? Hold on. I'm trying to see if I can find the image of this dude. Hold on. So I can show them.
Wrong with having
when you saw the picture with him and all his kids, it's just like with all his baby mamas. I was like, God damn.
Look like a family reunion, huh?
Oh my God. It's just like, hold on. Let me pause this. This is the beauty of having StreamYard, see? Let's go. Hold on, let's see here. Let's go. Let's see what we got to say. Is he even playing?
Oh. That was 4 months ago.
Yeah, I got 3 babies on the way.
You got 3 babies on the way right now?
Yeah.
All right, what's the count right now? Because I think last time there was some debate whether it was like 23 or 25.
Yeah, like 31.
31.
31.
Bro, you was here last year.
Yeah.
So you
I move fast.
So you had another 5, 6 in the last year?
Yeah, I bust fast.
And I went back and I watched our first interview. It was in 2019. You was at 10.
Ooh, yeah.
So let's see, that's 20 kids you've had since then in 6 years. Good 3 a year. And you got 3 on the way. Bro, you populating the earth right now.
Shit.
Type shit.
I wanted to show the picture of all his baby mamas.
I caught some Chinese shit, man. Doctor had the cheeks all around this motherfucker, there, right? Shout out to her. You was right, shouty.
I'm sorry, hold on, wait a second. Let me see here. I was trying to see the picture of him. Here we go. Let me see, pull this up. This is a picture of him and all his baby mamas.
So that's just the baby mamas, not the kids.
Not the kids. This is just the baby mamas. They were laughing. They said the one over here in the back with the glasses. that don't fit the description. They said with the first one. I'm talking about they up there while he talking, right? I can't find the video, but when I watched it, they rolling blood, smoking. I'm sitting there like 30. You can't make this shit up, people.
That's crazy. That's a lot of kids. That's a lot of kids.
Well, that's a lot of baby mamas. Fuck kids.
Okay, so my last marriage, my ex-husband has 4 children, 3 baby mamas. We actually got together for all the family holidays and shit like that for the entire 12 years that we were married. We'd bring the kids together, and I mean, they were my friends. One of them was one of my best friends. And they'd come over for like sleepovers and all type of shit. Moms, kids, and yeah, I mean, Thanksgiving was always 4 days. All of us at our house. Me and the other moms, we would cook dinners together. They actually taught me everything I know about Mexican cooking. So yeah, I
you said Mexican cooking.
Authentic Mexican food, including tamales and mole and Yep. But yeah, that's, it was really one big happy family. Don't get me wrong. Over 12 years, of course, we had disputes, we had disagreements, we had, times that we didn't talk. But for the most part, every single Christmas, all 4 kids were together. All of us moms were together. That's what we did. As long as, everybody can treat each other with respect and help raise the kids and populate the earth, if that's what you want to do.
But I'm looking at that picture.
That's a lot of baby mamas.
Some of them motherfuckers, they being nice for that moment. They trying to get their Instagram popping. That's why they being nice at that moment. Because a couple of them probably like, soon as this video's over, I'm about to slap this bitch.
Oh, I'm sure. I am absolutely sure. And with that many baby mamas, there's got to be some level of jealousy. There's got to be.
It's some overlapping. Like a motherfucker. Oh, man. It's like, God bless my brother. But you better be a successful rapper.
That's a lot of child support.
No, he can't even get on child support. It's no way. The church was like, hey, with a point.
At that point, you just buy a compound. You got 6 houses, 7 houses. The ones that get along stay in this one. The ones that get along stay in that one.
Boy said, I work fat. He believed in there was no such thing as pulling out. At all.
Apparently his TV's broken.
Some motherfuckers just want to have a bunch. I believe some motherfuckers just want to have a bunch of baby mamas. Just to have. It's like, because there's no way in hell.
I don't know if some people see that as a status symbol or something to that effect, but yeah, I've seen that as well. It's like, oh, I got 6 baby mamas. Yeah, how many you got? I got 5. Oh, you only got 5. The fuck? It's not. It's not a status thing, people.
I just wonder what the other baby mamas was thinking. They were like, wait a second, god damn. I see why the kid don't get Christmas that much. You can't even argue like, him spending, like, man, he's 31 kids. How the hell he gonna spend time with all them motherfuckers? They got to come to his house.
Right. They all get together.
Oh my God. I feel for him with all the baby mamas side. You know something? We all going out, drop these motherfuckers off to your ass. He got 31 of them motherfuckers.
No, you need a whole fucking team for that shit.
I hope some of them motherfuckers are teenagers. Watch your brothers.
Okay. They said 2011 it started. That would make them 14, the oldest 14.
Yeah, so that means the 14 got the he or she is the babysitter with her older
Oh wait,
cousin.
no, they said he had 10. He already had 10 in 2011. So the youngest
They
in
don't tell her how
2011
old
was now.
it started. He might have a
Yeah, they
2-year-old. That's the one with the glasses in the back.
Well,
She was trying to hide the back and everything.
That are at least 14. We got 10 that are 14 or over. You babysitting this weekend.
We were like, yeah, you babysit. We out. Mom, I don't hear it. They all your brothers and sisters. All 30. What was it? 33 of them.
So let me ask you a question.
Go ahead.
Being in the industry for as long as you have, this is something that really kind of aggravates me about the women in the industry. Well, not only the women, but the men as well. How do you feel about women that do content trade and still expect to be paid for it?
I don't believe in it. It's against my religion.
I agree. I think it's only fair if y'all are splitting the content, that you guys split the content. If it's a paid shoot, then that content should be exclusive. And now, don't get me wrong, there are some situations where I can see that, like me personally, I may use clips or short videos from some of the content, but I don't really want the content, so I may take like half because I might use some of it.
I'm from this ilk. Everything is about your brand. Why would I shoot something that I'm not guaranteed knowing that it's going to turn out usable? When you do the paid content trade, 9 out of 10, y'all doing it with either Johns, content creators that they just eat to get some fucking porn pussy or what have you. The reason why I say this is that, one, I call that whole practices because that was brought in by the escorts. Because the Johns, when they figured out they could record with a phone, that's what they did to compensate them bastards for. You're not just going to pay for full service and get the video, nigga, and for free. And then, of course, girls saw the value of having the video to help them gain more access to Johns. Because what better way to advertise how good your head is than the video? You know what I'm saying? So, no, the way we did it was I pay you for one, and we shoot a second one where we both can use. But I'm not
agree with that as well.
Yeah, I'm not going to pay you for a scene and give you the content. The point of me paying you is to get it exclusive. You get nada.
Right.
Nada. If I paid you, the only person that might get a copy is because I didn't pay him as the camera guy. You know what I'm saying? And in my situation, me and him went a half on that. So, yeah, he can get it. I got no problem with it. You feel me? But if I paid you, no. I might be nice to let you get the picture set just to be nice because I'm a photographer and I want you to show off my skills. But no.
Yeah, no, that's something that I'm seeing a lot of. I don't agree with it at all. Either I'm all the way in or I'm all the way out. Either I want the content or I don't want the content. But then again, there are a lot of women in this industry that'll shoot with really anybody. You know, they're more about quantity than quality. So you're seeing people that, you know, shoot scenes with 50, 60 different people in a year. Mm-hmm. That's not what I'm trying to put out. You know what I mean? So my situation is very different from that. My fans really like the authenticity that comes across on the screen. So therefore, I try to develop relationships with the content, you know, with the partners that I'm doing content trade with. So, you know, it's like I will have a lot of people reach out.
Close to, because, I mean, let's keep it 100. We picking the motherfuckers 9 out of 10 because they somebody we wouldn't mind fucking, regardless of whether it's on camera or not. Period, because it's our content. It's a difference between when you walking in there as a paid gig, you don't have control of who the hell that talent is, because it's about who they deem, who they want for that scene, for that moment. And they're matching up because they feel these two people look good together. They're not worried about chemistry. They figure you're a professional. We're paying you enough to develop it.
Yep. Yep. And that's when you show up and you show out because you're getting paid.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people don't understand that porn is not just fucking on camera. There's a lot of the time where the chemistry is not there. Acting is a big part of it. It's like you have to be able to put differences aside. Sometimes you have to put, personality conflicts aside. You have to put a lot of that stuff aside and pretend like you really into this motherfucker. That's what I'm getting paid to do anyway.
Yeah, I mean, but like I said, but that's why I think the reason why content trade became so popular because of OnlyFans in the pandemic, but also even more so, girls figured out, I can pick who I want to fuck. Because paid gigs, I mean, you don't get a choice of paid gigs, even they change. Because I even heard some companies are doing the paid content trade. And I'm like, if you're a company that's doing that, I'm on the side eye you, bro. Because that's probably why I say the porn star mystique has left the building, because of the little tidbit stuff like that. Because it's like when, like, for example, when girls was talking about charging deposits for shoots. Why I'm going to pay you, we ain't even did the shoot yet. You understand the premise of porn is you get paid after the director yell cut. We pay you upon service.
So I do that with production companies, but if I'm working with, a creator that's paying for a shoot, I want a deposit. There's been way too many times they've flaked off or, whatever, and I've already gone to pay for the testing, this, that, and the third to prepare for that shoot specifically. So that's why. It's because I will require a deposit to cover my upfront costs just in case you fuck it
But I'll ask you a question. The guys you had to do that with, what was their ilk as a talent?
I'm sorry?
Their ilk as a talent. Meaning, how much of a name do they really have? How much have they worked in the industry?
Right, but again, I require a deposit because y'all haven't approved.
No. I get that when it comes to the guys, but that goes back to what I tell females, because I keep it real. I keep it real on these shows. That's why you work with established talent.
Right.
Because the simple fact of that, even with the deposit, it's still whole practices. Now, it's the mentality, is you taking away the porn star mentality. Porn stars never charge a deposit. Motherfucker, you didn't show up, guess what? You got blasted. The girls told the other girls, no, he didn't want to show up, this, that, and the third. But also part of it because these are guys that are not established workers. Yeah, I would expect an established non-worker to actually not show up. I said it's the ups. They don't get it up, can't keep it up, can't bust a nut, and sometimes they just don't even show up.
Right.
But the dudes that do this, they show up.
Right, and in those cases, I'm not necessarily looking for a paid shoot. I enjoy working with established porn stars because they're respectful, they're business minded, and they're not in my goddamn DMs talking about, oh, I can't wait to get this dick in you. Be professional. Just because I'm in the porn industry doesn't mean I think about sex 24/7.
Yeah.
So, a lot of it has to do with how they approach you.
Yeah, because because like I said, to me, it's like because I'm thinking about what the old school girls used to say. They didn't want to do content trade because they said it was fucking for free. Even though if they wanted to fuck that dude, they were like, "Nah, dude, you gotta pay." because see, part of the reason for it because a lot of them girls weren't gonna go through the trouble, and it was harder to put out content, not compared to now. You know, they even with like we talked about Fab House. Fab House got the checklist for your shit to put it on. We ain't just talking about the paperwork. We talking about the way it look, how long it is, end to finish. Yeah. That what it was back in the day. Now you can put up a video 6 minutes. There's no pop. It's just doggy. That's what y'all put behind y'all paywall.
But that's, a lot of the time that's the content creators who are just looking for content. Again, quality versus quantity. They're just looking for shit to throw up on their wall to keep their subscribers happy. Whereas, my OnlyFans, I run differently from a lot of other people. They'll put all their videos up there, but their videos are what? I do full-length videos that I change out. You get access to one of my new releases. You have full access to everything that I did early on. Oh my God, those shit from, the first 6 months or whatever. And then daily pictures and some short videos. But I know there's a lot of people that just throw up like full videos.
But see, let's be real. You use your OnlyFans as you make money with it, but you're using it as a marketing platform. While other girls use it, why I say that, right? Because of the videos that you're talking about and the way that you use it, what you post, and so forth. You get what I'm coming from? Because it also, when to be technical about it, points it to other directions in many ways. You get what I'm saying? Because
Absolutely.
You get what I'm saying?
I have 2 accounts. I have one that's paid for content, and I have one that is pay to subscribe. Yeah. So my free account isn't free. It's free in that you can access it without, paying for anything. And every once in a while, I'll throw a little,
and see, OnlyFans slick. OnlyFans slick, right? Because originally you could do both on the same page. They stopped that. Yeah. I was on OnlyFans. Yeah. And part of the reason, and see, two OnlyFans, because they were so thirsty for traffic, they the ones that really pushed the girls that had to film damn near every day. Because, well, mandatory payout is a beautiful thing. And OnlyFans girls took advantage of that shit. I think all you have to do is just read the people posts. They'll be like, oh yeah. They'll get like 1,000. They'll be like, yeah, I made my girl. I can cash out now. I'm like, oh shit. So yeah.
Yeah, but OnlyFans makes it a lot easier to cash out than some of those other sites too. They don't. Their minimum is only 20, whereas like Fat House is 100 or fan base is 50, and so it's a lot easier to hit that $20 goal every few days or whatever and be able to cash out. I cash out twice a month. And it's instant with OnlyFans as well. So it's like ManyVids. You have to wait. Every Wednesday they cash you out.
It proves my point. Women want to go to the easiest way to the money, baby. That's the motivation, goddammit. Because think about it. OnlyFans was the only site where you could do mandatory pay. Low key, I was like, mandatory payout. When I first saw that shit, when I first got that OnlyFans, it was years ago. I said, oh, that's why y'all be on OnlyFans so hard. Cause soon as you can make 100. You got that 24 hours. Let's go.
Right, but you have to wait for their payments to clear for 7 days.
Yeah. No, but see, even then it didn't even do 7 days. Then it was like, especially when it started popping off at the pandemic. No, you got that shit same day. That girl getting that shit same day. They were like, that's why they were looking at it as a lick. Like, what? Let me make this quick 200.
Yeah, you get on there, you do some lives, you shake your ass, you get some tips, you entertain some people, and you cash the fuck out.
Oh my God. I told people, I said, this was the Bush recession. The difference was the girls went to OnlyFans during the pandemic. During the Bush recession, they went to Backpage and Craigslist. Oh, man. So, but like I said, people don't realize how much what goes through with a lot of this shit, especially the levels of it, and where you want to take it too. Because I'm sorry, I came in the era where you wanted to be iconic with this shit. Might sound crazy to say, but yeah.
Yeah, no, the porn industry has definitely changed a lot over the last 20 years, 15 years. Technology has made it easy for anybody to record themselves fucking and post it somewhere to sell.
And I saw it coming. I saw it coming.
And I think that's another, misleading avenue. Mm-hmm. A lot of people think that just because they post themselves fucking on websites, all of a sudden now they're a porn star.
But see, that's what they were sold on. Because one thing about social media is social media can push a narrative without realizing it's pushing a narrative. And the narrative was, you don't have to be a porn star to do it. You get what I'm coming from? It's like for example, part of the reason why there wasn't a lot of girls in the business, let's say in the 90s, what have you, because a lot of girls' biggest worry was their face being seen and fucking a lot of dudes. Webcam became a thing. What?
On that. So to touch on that, the faceless creators, how do you feel about that?
If you can't, my mama said, if you can't say nothing nice, don't say nothing at all.
Yeah, I don't come from that same cloth at all. If you ain't got nothing nice to say, come sit next to me.
I give Gibby this. He took that gimmick and ran with it, and it worked. But the reason why I do not like mask anything, what are you losing? You're gaining.
What are you hiding? Why are you hiding?
Yes, but even more so because I'm going to lose something if I'm hiding. And two, you can step away from the game whenever you feel like it and pay $9 penalty to be in it. Where the men and women that show their face, we got to deal with the scrutiny even after. Women more so than men after we retire or step away from the game. You don't get to have that. You get the opportunity not to have that stain. I don't consider it a stain, but you get my drip because what the vanillas consider it the stain. You don't get to get the questions of, well, how many? Yeah, men, we get it too, well, you fucked all them women, and you never called name. No. You know what I'm saying? I got to explain to them that I've been tested more times than you had years on this earth.
Absolutely.
Sometimes in a year. Yeah. Y'all ain't had one test. I done quadrupled y'all within the first 2 years of my career.
And our tests are not the same. Our tests are very invasive. Throat swabs, anal swabs, vaginal swabs.
That's now. You know what I'm saying? I came from a time where it was 30 days. Now it's damn near 7 days to 3.
I see a lot of 7 to 14. 7 to 14.
Well, some of them like, no, I want you within 3 days of the goddamn shoot. I done heard it. No, but see, but no, but that what I mean by society made it seem that way, because guess who was getting the interviews? It wasn't porn stars, only fan girls. I told somebody the other day, I told Devontae Yaps this. I said, this generation's Mount Rushmore will not be porn stars. It will be the only fan girls. Straight up. Especially on the black side with Miss Daphne, Miss Natural, excuse me, Thick Ass Daphne, Miss Natural, Miss Sapphire. You might as well say Miss Be Nasty. You get what I'm saying? And they're being called porn stars, interviewed as they are porn stars, as if they're porn stars. Now, don't get it twisted. Some of them have done some professional work, finally. You feel what I'm saying? But they're getting the shine that a Missy Stone should be getting. A Keanu Ward should be getting. An Angel White should be getting. You know, period. The only people that we see half the time is Mia Khalifa, and you know her story. She complained about being in the porn industry, even though she only did 6 fucking scenes in her whole goddamn career. She did 100. She did 6. So, but that's where they come from.
Yeah, society has created an issue, but that's okay. We're here to rectify it.
I mean, don't get it twisted. If you think the porn stars, they had a hand in it, because see, we have a good notion to take something that was not meant for us and make it ours. Snapchat.
Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook.
They done broke Snapchat. Snapchat, we used to bump them off. Now they're like, fuck it.
Yeah, I'm on my 5th Snapchat account, my 8th Instagram account.
I'm dying. Don't get it twisted. OnlyFans was not big for the sex worker. It was took it over by the sex worker. Patreon was not meant for sex workers. We got sex workers only. I actually looked up who was the top Patreons. Got the most Patreons when it comes to the people that talk about sexuality, what have you. Some of them motherfuckers is 600 Patreons. I was like, damn. They do it well out this bitch. But it's just funny that I don't see how them pictures. I wonder what videos they put up there, because the way that Patreon is, you either got to go for YouTube or Venmo, and you got to pay for Venmo. I don't know if Venmo allow you to even do chicks out either. But they allow you to do pictures though. But, oh man, I'm sorry.
There's a lot of space to cover when it comes to the porn industry.
Yeah, but see that's why there's a podcast, and there'll be more episodes of this. So, how was your first episode, baby? How do you feel?
I always enjoy having a conversation with you. Always. We always have great banter, back and forth, conversation flows. I'm super excited to move forward with this. I enjoy doing podcasts. I enjoy talking to people. I enjoy learning more about the industry. So, it's definitely right up my alley. Yeah.
But this was actually a very, very good first episode. Great start. Y'all got to know her a little bit. And can we look at you a little bit?
Absolutely.
Now, understand that sometimes y'all might see tits. Sometimes y'all might not. But for the first time, yeah. Look at all that ass. And I'm a sucker for them areolas. That is a nice mouthful of nipple. Mm-mm-mm-mm. And like and love the tats. Oh my goodness. So with that being said, now we all do with all the podcasts. I'm going to shut up and let the Queen speak and tell you what you need to know. Tell them what they need to know and where they need to go.
You can find us on Loyalfans. What is the? I don't know what the tag is on Loyalfans. I need to look that up. That's something.
No, your stuff. They are wrong watching your stuff. Yes. See, we want y'all to go spend money on our co-hosts because they have content that is not on the Smokers Lounge. So with that being said, go ahead.
So you can find everything of mine on my link tree. It is Kween Bunny B. You can see down at the bottom, this here is my stage name. Most of my stuff, you smush that together, you type it in the search engine, you're going to find me. Link tree, Kween Bunny B, and that will take you to everything from ways for you to spoil me so that I can spoil you too, to finding my content if you'd like to see this booty in action. So come find me.
Yes. So we will be back every Friday night here in the Premium Smoke Room. Also, the audio will be available on Spotify and everything else, with the, the free side of the STO Podcast Network. You feel what I'm saying? So, Miss Lady, welcome to the Smoke Is Over Podcast family. You know what I'm saying? Welcome to the Premium Smoke Room. I enjoyed this first episode. Looking forward to seeing more. Yes, she got a lot planned, people. So y'all need to buckle up. Every Friday is about to be lit here in the Premium Smoke Room. So you know how we end these things all day, every day. Life is a learning experience. What's the point of the experience if you haven't learned anything? Smoke this over. Say goodbye to him, Queen.
Bye, guys. Make sure you connect with us for Tea with Titties Out.
Yeah.
Don't go to bed with no price on your head, no.
Yeah. Bullshit. You.
Don't do the crime.
Born rap star.
What's up? It's your boy Drizzy Drake, and you are now rocking with Pain.
Live on the stage, back on my shit. Now I'm beating dick to a born big. Back on my rap shit, no rap shit. Can't say shit. Just trying to be hood, but not dead, you think. Your boys can't watch from the sideline. And I get mine like a rip tide. Don't get carried by the rock slide. As I try to get my work days like apartheid. South Africa. Top spot, I'm coming after your laughter. For the boys who thought it was safe after I left the game. Now I'm back at the game. Ain't a damn thing changed. Still the same. The only thing that changed, I got some gray in my veins. I'm still the champ. I'm still the shit. Y'all just the shit. Not even worth a comment.
Don't go to bed with no price on your head, no. Don't do the
What's up? It's your boy Drizzy Drake, and you are now rocking with Pain.
Yeah.